Hello again, everyone. Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room again. Today what we're going to do is work with our new watercolor pencils from the Occasions catalog. You get all these beautiful colors. Let me read them off to you. Real Red, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Rich Razzleberry, Mellow Mambo, Early Espresso, Basic Gray, Basic Black, and Whisper White. Oh, I've been having a really good time with these. You've seen me color the Tasty Trucks. But today what I want to do is go over how to make watercolor background paper, just like I did here. This is like making your own watercolor DSP. I took, I don't know, I was thinking about the beach because of course we have about 6 inches of snow out here in Tennessee right now. So I was thinking about the beach and warmth and sunshine, and I pulled out of there these pencils to make that with. And I used the Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, then I went to the Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, and Early Espresso. But I used these pencils on our shimmery white cardstock. I don't know if you can see it here in the video, but there is a very, very light shimmer to this paper. And when it gets wet and you apply this color to it, I mean, it really blends beautifully. Just absolutely beautifully. So I was thinking about the sky and the sun and the water and the sand. So that's where I came up with these colors. So let's go ahead and do this together. The shimmery white cardstock, you can feel it. It feels different than any other cardstock. It's not like the thick Whisper White, but then it's just not like our regular Whisper White, and it just has a smoother feel to it to me. And then I still don't know if you guys in the camera can see any bit of the shimmer that's on it. It's very, very light, very subtle, but boy, it does sure make your card look great. So I'm going to bring in some scrap paper here, and this is our grid paper. Can't live without your grid paper. And I just take my watercolor pencils, and I'm going to start with the Pumpkin Pie. And I just take it and right across the paper, using it kind of flat. I'm not using it like I'm writing, okay? I'm using it, I'm just shading, okay? And I'm arcing it a little, coming off the edge, just to kind of symbol the sky. So I just come down, and it all depends on, you know, how much of whatever color that you're doing. You might want to do a bunch of other colors. So there we've got our Pumpkin Pie laid down. Now I'm going to go to the Daffodil Delight, and I want a little bit more Daffodil Delight. Maybe a third of the way more than I have of the Pumpkin Pie. And I just want to keep coloring, and it doesn't matter if it's dark or light, it's all going to blend. Today we're going to use a blend, not the blender pen, the aqua painter today. That's what we're going to use with this. Okay, so just a little bit more yellow I want, a little bit more sunshine, a lot of sunshine. Okay, then I went to our Bermuda Bay right here. Always love this color, Bermuda Bay. And it's okay if you mix some come up into the other color, because it's all going to blend. Once we hit it with this aqua painter, it's all going to blend. Now I'm going to take my Pacific Point and do the same thing. I almost feel like I'm scribbling, and it's going to be beautiful. So that's our water, and then our Early Espresso is our sand. Bring that up into the water like it's the water and the sand are meeting and running together. Okay, now, very, very simple. Here is an aqua painter, okay? This right here is, they come in a set of 2, and that's all you do is fill this with water. That's it. No big deal. No major investment. Now, normally, if you were going from color to color, I would tell you to wipe off the tip. You just kind of give it a squeeze, get it wet, get the brush wet, just give it a squeeze, get the brush wet, and it cleans it right off. But when we do this technique on this card, because I want everything to run together, I want it just to flow into itself. This actually I'm going to go over again. We're going to go through that because this is like a couple of steps, but you have to let it dry. So here we have our color down, and I'm taking my aqua painter. Look at that. Look at how that just pushes that color and pops. Now, normally if we were going on to another color, I would say wipe it off. I don't want you to do that with this technique. I want you to go right into the other color because it's just going to help shade. Isn't that fantastic? Then come down into your blue and let your blue get a little green. Isn't that wonderful? Look at how that blends. How much fun is that, guys? And I'm no artist. Let me tell you, I can barely play hangman. I am absolutely no artist. So if I can do this, you can do this. And then into the sand. Look at that, how nice that takes all of those. It just blends. It blends everything. Now I am going to wipe to the side here and come back into this green. And I am going to wipe it off and just come back into the yellow a little. Blend that green just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now this is what we get. Isn't that fantastic? When it dries like this. Almost real good. I want to come back in and we're going to go through the water again. I'm going to wet it a second time through and just blend the color. Coming down into the blue. I just had to give it a little squeeze to get my brush wet. Then go down into the sand. Okay. All right, and that's the second coat of water. I love it. Absolutely love this. Now, I'm going to break away and let these dry, and I'm going to come back, stamp an image, and show you what we're going to do with the rest of this card. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and all of a sudden I got really creative with this card. So just hang in there with me. We're going to use the Misti. I love my Misti, and here is what I came up with. Is that not adorable? This is with the Lift Me Up stamp set. This card right here is, let's see, this card right here is Thick Whisper White at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. That's the base, okay? And then the basic black on this one is 5 1/4 by 4. Then this underneath is crumb cake to simulate the stand, and that is 5 by 3 3/4. And this piece here is the shimmery white cardstock. This is the first time I've ever worked with it, and I absolutely love it. And this piece right here is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Look at this shimmer. I realized in the little bit, if I bend it backwards, you can kind of see the shimmer in the paper, I do believe. And I mean, up close, when you see this, it looks fantastic. It's the cutest card. And I love the stamp set. Of course, I love the balloons. They're so cute. So let's get with this right away. So I have this piece here. Now, I want to show you this. This is why I'm bringing this piece in. Oh, and I had a little accident with the thinlits. Yes, they are sharp as razors. So, ouch. So this right here, look at this balloon, okay, which it's fine. It's absolutely fantastically stamped. It really looks good. But I came, and the second one that I did right here, I did with the Misti, and I stamped it twice. Both the balloons, and I think that they really, really came out bolder. And this one we're going to put together with Bermuda Bay and Sahara Sand, and I'll talk about these cutouts in just a few minutes, okay? But first what we're going to do is stamp our images. So this is just going to take me just a little bit, and watch these magnets. If they go together, you can barely get them apart, and sometimes you know, they can crack even. You have to be very careful with them. I slide them over to the corner or to the edge here where it separates, and then I pick them up that way. Okay, so I'm going to bring these in. I got 4 of them. I like really holding my paper down. Okay, so then with the Misti, okay, we're using the red rubber. When you use the red rubber, guys, you have to take out the black piece of foam that comes inside the Misti to make up for the thickness of the red rubber, okay? If it was photopolymer, I would keep that in there. So now I'm just going to position my balloons where I want them, just like that, depending on, yeah, see, and then my sentiment can go here, and I can capture a couple of clouds up there. Okay, great. I come over here and I close the door to the Misti. Now it picks my stamps up right where I left them. Okay, now off camera I'm going to bring in the black archival ink. I'm inking them up over here on this side. Actually, I can move this over here to show you. I'm just inking them up here on this side. They're in the same place. Okay, now I'm going to pick this up like this, bring it over, and press, and press, and press. Oh, that looks fantastic, but can you see my image? I think I can get that just a little bit better. So I'm going to bring this back over with my ink. I apologize on the beginning of this video where I was coloring, the camera goes a little blurry because my hand is moving fast. So I'm trying to move slower so it won't do that. Okay, so I ink that up. And then here's the beauty of the Misti. I'm right back where I was. No blurring, doesn't have to worry about lining anything up. It is just right on there. I love this tool. I bought it when they first came out. I have used it and used it and used it. Love that. Okay, now can you see how that is bolder? And you can do it again and again and however many times that you want. I'm going to stop though because I just wanted to show you how to do that. And then, you know, you could line up your clouds and put them where you want to also. But that's how you use the Misti. So we're going to move this to the side. And then we're going to come back in with this card. Now I bet you were wondering, why are all those things cut out from that card? Let me shut my ink. I don't want it to dry. Okay, so the dimensions for this one is the same thing, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2 for your base. It's thick whisper white. Then with this I decided to do Sahara sand at 5 1/4 by 4, Bermuda Bay at 5 by 3 3/4, and then of course the shimmery white, just like we did with the other one, is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Now why do these look like this? What a mess, huh? No, not really. I got this tip from Connie Stewart. Very, very smart woman, and is great with measurement and how to get the most for your card out of your card stock. So what I did was, I've been using my stitched framelits a lot, and that's where I got cut, taking them out of the package. So be careful, they are sharp as razors underneath them. But what I did was the center of these, because I knew I was not popping this card up with any type of foam tape, dimensionals. You could probably do it with foam tape, but just in case, I like to have a solid piece behind also. But so what I did was out of the center, and it is on this card also, and of course you can't even tell. Okay, where I had cut the basic black, I took just the square with the stitch framelits, and I cut that out. And this is in Sahara Sand. This is my little set in Sahara Sand. And then this is in Crumb Cake, what I got. And these are the ones in Bermuda Bay. And then another oval in black. So I just randomly picked out a framelit set and cut the middles out. I will put them aside. I have like a little container with all of these things in it, and it's like my little go-to container. If I want to make a real quick embellishment, I can usually pick something out of that container, and I've got it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this now with our snail, and I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter that all of this has been cut out. Am I running out of snail? It usually does that when you're about to run out. Here we go. Okay. Bring your card base in and lay this down, leaving your white border. Everything's 1/4 of an inch down, okay? Now take your Bermuda Bay, same thing. Get your snail. Okay. Bring your card base in, lay this on top. Like I said, if I was going to pop things up with dimensionals, I might not cut this out of the middle, but when I'm doing, you know, something flat on flat on flat, then I do it, because look at the embellishments that you got out of this cardstock, and the card is still going to look absolutely gorgeous. I love this card. Look at that balloon. Those balloons are adorable. Sending smiles across the miles. I love it. Love it, love it. And on that shimmery white cardstock. Guys, I had fun with that watercoloring. Oh, yes. Here's the side that I messed up because I was not using the Misti, and I tried to go back over it and absolutely did not work. That's when I brought the Misti in, so you can see. But as you can see, nothing to waste. I just flipped it over and did it on the other side. Now this, we'll bring this in right here. Go ahead and line that up, and you have a gorgeous card. Absolutely beautiful card. Look at the two of them. They both look great. I love the black around this one, where I love the Bermuda Bay around this one. I love them both. Really and truly, I love the Lift Me Up. We are going to have a lot of fun with these balloons. You can't help but have fun with this stamp set, and I will do stuff with the framelits also. But if you didn't order the framelits, this is exactly what you can do with the stamp set. Isn't that beautiful? And then don't forget, make your embellishments so that you can match them up with other things and use them on your cards. Don't waste your cardstock. Thank you for watching my video. Remember, if you order $25, you will receive the 2 free card kits. Let me bring them in. These are the 2 free kits that I'm giving away this month. No stamped images, but you'll get these 2 free card kits, okay? You will get the envelopes with them. They won't be stamped, though. They'll just be plain white envelopes, okay? Right now, I'm waiting for them to come in the mail. Things got a little backed up. We had a bad snowstorm. So for $25, you'll get that. If you order $50, remember Sale-A-Bration then for you guys will kick in. And you could order a free item out of the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Okay, if you want to become a demonstrator, this is the best time to do it, because for the $99, you get to pick out $125 worth of product. Add $1 to that, and you're going to get another 2 free items out of the Sale-A-Bration catalog, plus your discounts, plus your starter kit. This is a great time to do that if you've thought about even just signing up as a crafting demonstrator. I appreciate everyone watching my videos, and I love talking to you guys. A few people I've talked with on the phone this past week, and I feel like I have made new best friends. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy this video, and happy crafting.